cool format for a script?
I don't know, it's kind of nice. It kind of grows on you, like a child.
No! 5 years of detention. Alright, class. The test over 120 pages in the textbook is actually tomorrow.
What? No. That's tyranny. No.
I have another surprise as well. The Marbury versus Madison court case will be included on the test. It'll be 45% of your grades, so study hard.
Why don't you make a video over the case at the end of class? Because why not?
You know what? That's a great idea. Just remember, this video will also be 50% of your grade, so work hard. You have 20 minutes to complete it.
This is tyranny! Don't worry, comrades. I've already completed my group's project. Wait. I was in your group. There wasn't enough time to wait for your contribution. I decided to go solo for this project.
I'm very proud of your studious attitude. Hey, turn off the lights, quit crying, and pay attention. This is important.
On today, February 11th, 1803, the case of Marbury versus Madison is now in session. I, John Marshall, will be the Chief Justice of this case. Mr. Marbury, Mr. Madison, please proceed. The court is now in session.
This is absurd! President Adams had legally appointed me, yet Madison and Jefferson are trying to rob me of my position. This is an affront!
The worst affront in this is our attack on our Constitution. John Adams has been a long supporter of the Federalist Party, and your affiliation with him is no surprise, Mr. Marbury.
He was our legally elected president. Even if your views and ideals differ from his, you should still respect his actions while he serves this country.
The only service that he was facilitating was the tyranny of the urban elite. His presidency was about to end, yet he attempted to flood the government with like-minded people to carry on his vision.
Under completely legal conditions, as set forth in our great Constitution, the president has the right.
Thomas Jefferson is our president now, Marbury.
But that does not give him the right to disregard the acts of those that preceded him.
Order! Order of the court! It is now time for a recess. I apologize for the intrusion. Court is now adjourned.
As you can see, Judge Marshall had quite the dilemma before him.
Why'd you stop the story? I was so emotionally invested in those characters. I need to see how it all...
Seriously? You made the video.
As I was saying, Marshall was forced to oversee an argument between the two main political parties of the time, the Democratic Republicans and the Federalists. John Adams, who supported the Federalists, wanted to increase their influence in the government as much as possible by appointing judges that later became known as midnight judges. Marbury was one of these midnight judges for the District of Columbia. When Jefferson was elected, he and James Madison decided this was unacceptable and tried to revoke his position. Angered, Marbury decided to try and sue for both compensation and his position in the government.
Who can tell me which side Judge Marshall decided was correct? Who has completed their assigned readings already?
Didn't you make the video?
Yeah, but I fell asleep while making it.
Well, I guess I'll just resume the video.
I see flaws in both arguments.
What do you mean? Madison should have delivered the commission. Under Section 13 of the Judiciary Act of 1789, we have the right to tell Madison to comply with Adams' commission.
I don't think that act is constitutional.
Possibly make it unconstitutional.
It's inconsistent with the Constitution because it gives us the power to issue writs of mandamus, an action which is not explicitly stated in the Constitution. Therefore, it's unconstitutional.
He's right. It doesn't say we can issue a writ of mandamus.
So, now that we're all in agreement, are we ready to give our final decision?
I believe so.
The court is now in session.
I've won, haven't I?
My fellow judges and I have found that under the Judiciary Act of 1789, we do have the power to issue you a writ of mandamus. We have also found that act to be in itself unconstitutional. Therefore, we have no power to tell Mr. Madison what to do.
I knew that justice would prove victorious.
There is another side, however.
Wait, what are you saying?
We do believe that Mr. Marbury should deserve compensation. We just cannot force you to do so.
This is unbelievable! This is the justice of the Supreme Court? Ah!
Our sincerest apologies, Mr. Marbury. As of today, February 24th, 1803, I declare this case of Marbury versus Madison closed.
Loser.
Team Marbury all the way.
Team America! Be quiet, y'all. Let Coach Capt talk.
Alright, class, let's discuss the fact that the Judiciary Act was declared unconstitutional. What was important about this decision? By declaring the act unconstitutional, the concept of judicial review was established, which is the ability of the Supreme Court to declare a law unconstitutional. This remains true today. This ability of the Supreme Court allowed them to maintain equality with the other branches and created a better system of checks and balances in which all three branches had equal power.
You're welcome.
Everyone.
For what? You said you fell asleep while making the video.
Yeah, but I still made it.
I was in your group.
Alright, class is dismissed. Make sure you study for your test tomorrow. Remember, if you're not caught up in your readings, you're behind.
This is still tyranny!
He could before he left office. Ifs. Constitutional. The concept of judicial review. This increased the power of the Supreme Court, and so that it was on equal footing with the rest of the branches. Balances were, I can't even.